sporting journey. Pull up a seat, pour that tea. Got your squad right here on screen. It's Stu and Lee, Stu and Lee. Hey! Premier League talk in your front room. From the big wins to last gas gloom. Transfer whispers, deadline scenes. We got takes and you've got memes. You in the chat with your hot takes. We hit live, see the night, stay awake. From kickoff buzz to the post-match freeze. It's you, the main man Lee, and Stu and Lee. Big storylines, late red cards, last minute hits, broken hearts. Laugh it off or shout ref please. We're right there, you're right here with Lee. Win or lose, we stay side by side. From match day nerves to the full-time side. Every voice counts when the game's this deep. So say your piece, then we'll all repeat.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sporting Journey. Hope everybody's doing well. A bit of breaking news from Tottenham Hotspur. It's expected breaking news, Lee, as well, mate. It's expected. Tottenham Hotspur and Igor Tudor have parted ways. Let's just share screen. So we can confirm that it has been mutually agreed for head coach Igor Tudor to leave the club with immediate effect. Sismo Rogic and Ricardo Recanio have also left their respective roles of goalkeeping and psychological coach. We thank Tudor, Tosvilov and Ricardo for their efforts during the past 6 weeks in which they worked tirelessly. We also acknowledge the bereavement of Igor has recently suffered and send him out of support to him and his family at this difficult time. An update on a new coach will be provided on due course, and that's the end of the article. Rightly, I think it's the right move for Tottenham. It wasn't working. At one point in his previous 5 Premier League games, he got that win against Atletico Madrid in Champions League, but it were a bit of a sweet little moral victory, but it didn't progress because of the Atletico had it more than enough in bank going into that second leg. Lee, I think with Tottenham, I think if looking at where they are in table and stuff like that, I think they had to make a move. I'm just surprised it didn't come this time last week. Now that bit where it says an update on a new coach, head coach will be provided in due course. You can look at that in 2 ways, can't you? You can look at it like they've already got someone lined up. That's why they've brought the news out now about Igor Tudor leaving. Or if you listen to what the Tottenham fans are saying, the club don't have a clue what they do. The club don't have a clue what they're doing. Is it a case of they sacked Tudor that now they're starting to look for a manager? Because Sean Dyche were on whose book is favourite. Sean Dyche were on TalkSport yesterday, I believe it was, and he said that Tottenham hadn't even approached him. He's had no approach from Tottenham, even though he is the bookie's favourite.
Yeah.
Who would you say? Right. I'm asking you because you're going to. This is the time when you're given a genuine answer. Who would you rather see coming at Tottenham League? Would you rather see it be a manager like Harry Redknapp, who's managed the club and knows the Premier League and knows the club inside out, or would you want to see a firefighter coming in like Sean Dyche, Sam Allardyce, that sort of manager? Who would you have? Would you have somebody who not only knows the Premier League but knows the club, or somebody who knows how to stay up in a relegation battle?
I know herself in the battle. Like
So relegation battle like Sam Allardyce or Sean Dyche?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Look, they've got a lot of players coming back now. Kudus is apparently back for Tottenham. The only player that's going to be missing from the Sunderland game is Vicario because he's had an hernia operation.
Yeah.
So if you look at Tottenham, right, they've got practically a fully fit squad.
Yes.
Again, like I said, the only player who's really missing is Kulusevski, Madison,
Yep.
and who else is missing? Kulusevski, Madison. Who's third player who's missing? Lee? Kula, Madison.
I'll go check now for you.
Yeah, let's have a look before I say out wrong. Should have done this earlier, shouldn't I?
Injuries. Tottenham.
So we know Vicario.
Vicario,
Come on, Lee.
James Madison. That tells it.
Mateus Tell.
Yep. Ben Davies.
Bentancur, that's who's missing. Bentancur. So you've got
Bentancur.
Kulusevski, Bentancur, and Madison. They're the main ones who are out. Now, if they've been in the right manager, Lee, just saying if they've been in the right manager, can Tottenham get out of this downward spiral they're on?
I think we can, yeah.
Do you? But on the other hand, Lee, are the players?
Yeah.
Actually, have the players actually damn tools? And players like Van der Ven, Romero, are they looking at this as their perfect opportunity to get out of club if they get relegated? And if that's the case, would you play them? Or do you think you've got to play Romero and Van der Ven being your two so-called best superstar centre backs?
I'll probably stick with Raniero and Van Ven.
I think Danso's done well, Lee, since he's gone in.
Yeah,
I think Danso's done well. Do you know what I mean? So if you're playing Danso, do you drop Romero or do you drop Van der Ven?
I'll drop Van Ven.
So you'd have Romero and Danso playing together?
Yeah.
Yeah, because look, despite what people think about Romero, he has got goals in him, hasn't he? He does go up with goals. He does carry the ball forward. What they need is a manager who's just going to go in there and play the 4-2-3-1 formation. Do you know that? Put round pegs in round holes instead of trying to put square pegs in round holes. You know, and to play your best players, what you've got available, like Xavi Simons. He should definitely be starting. He's their most creative player, is Xavi Simons.
Yeah.
And I also think you've got to play the likes of Harry Gray. Archie Gray, sorry. I think you've got to play Archie Gray.
Yes.
He looks like he's fighting for cause. And you know, you need all your fighters you can get in that squad. I'm not saying he's the best player in Premier League or all like that, but us as Leeds fans know what Archie Gray's capable of bringing to Leeds to Tottenham side. You know, you just needed a bit of time to bed in and somebody to make him feel like you were wanted and stuff like that, and that's what's happened. And he hasn't looked back since he's got his place. Who do you play up top if you're a Tottenham fan, Lee? Do you go Richarlison or do you go Solanke? Richarlison's their top goal scorer.
I'll give you Richarlison.
I wouldn't know. Even though Solanke tried putting a bit of a shit against England, he hasn't been. The Tottenham fans haven't seen any of that for weeks, for months.
No.
You know, and this is the problem Tottenham Hotspur have got. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see who they bring in, but I think it'll be someone like a Sean Dyche. I really do. De Zerbi don't want a job until summer, where he wants a long-term contract.
Yeah.
The beggars can't be choosers if you're a Tottenham fan now.
No.
You've got to bring somebody in. You have to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
And cross your fingers and pray that you're going to get out of this mess, because the problem what Tottenham have got is if West Ham get a result against Wolves Friday night, not this Friday night, the following Friday night,
Yeah.
in Premier League, Tottenham will find themselves in relegation places before they even play on Saturday.
What Tottenham play Sunday?
Tottenham play Sunderland at Stadium of Life, innit? Stadium of Light, innit?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
So they're gonna have to get a new manager, and I think that'll happen this coming week. Probably, I bet it's announced Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday or something.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you talk to a few Tottenham fans on social media platforms these days, Lee. You're a bit of a celebrity, mate. Do you want to see Tottenham stay up?
Yeah, if got this manager in. Depends on what manager you get.
Are you in the camp of Stella? Are you in the camp of our good old friend Stell? Hashtag Stelligation. Which camp are you in? Wanting them to stay up or wanting them to get relegated so they start again?
I think we'll stay up.
I'm in camp of Stelligation, because I think for Tottenham to be successful in the future, it needs a full-bodied reset. And the owners need to realise that running a club the way they've run it hasn't worked. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what we love about YouTube, though, mate. It's full of opinions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, have you got anything else you want to add to this story before we start wrapping up, Lee?
He's looked like it's 64 Sundays. And it sounds like it's 72 odds for Marco Silva for manager.
I don't think he's going to leave Fulham to go to Tottenham with 7 games to go, though. I think it'll be Sean Dyche. It'll be a manager who's out of work. You've heard of that, the talk. You've watched shows, Lee, about that Adolf Hitler. I don't think he'll be a Tottenham manager, because Tottenham will never end of it. Honest to God, that them memes will go on forever for Tottenham. Even when he goes, they'll still be talking about it. Tottenham don't want any more Michael taken out of them anyway. Let's put it that way.
No.
Who's third on this, Lee, after Marco Silva?
I'll check now. Pochettino.
What site are you looking at? Odds checker.
Yeah, odds checker. Yeah.
So Lee's more into this than I am. All these bloody betting things. Right, here we go, Lee. Right, so you got Sean Dyche at 6-4. You said, didn't you?
Yep.
Here, have you seen that? Robert De Zerbi, 6-4 joint favourite.
Yeah.
Andy Hitler, Adolf Hitler will be is 6-1. Pochettino's 10-1. He's not going to come before World Cup. Ryan Mason, what I've heard is he don't want a job. Robbie Keane is 14th. Redknapp's 20. Jurgen Klinsmann, Jurgen Nagelsmann, 33s. Oliver Glasner, 33s. Brendan Rodgers, Kieran Maguire, Iriola, 33s. Frank Lampard, 33s. Gareth Southgate, 33s. There's some names on this list, Lee. Gosh, there's some right names on this list. Jurgen Klopp, 66-1. That's funny. Jurgen Klopp going to Tottenham. That is for sure. Anyway, right, Lee, have you got else you want to say?
No.
Right, well, thank you everybody for watching this edition of Sporting Journey. As you can see, we're just starting out properly now. We're starting to get into it a bit more. Hope you've enjoyed the video. There's only one thing left to say, Lee.
It's good one for me.
And it's a goodbye from me, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.